Assalamu alaikum. Am I audible?
अस्सलाम
आप
वालेकुम.
प्लीज अपना कैमरा ऑन कर लें.
Yes, miss, please.
कर रहे हैं आप कैमरा ऑन?
Yes, miss. Just a wait, please.
ओके ओके श्योर.
आपको मेरी आवाज आ रही?
जी आ रही है.
आई एम सॉरी. ये मुझे नहीं पता था ये जूम पे क्लास होगी, इसलिए मैंने वो इसको प्रीपेड नहीं किया था.
तो आपको
ओके.
क्या लगा था किसके थ्रू है क्लास?
एक्चुअली ये फर्स्ट टाइम मैं कोई क्लास ले रहा हूँ ऑनलाइन.
कोई बात नहीं. वैसे तो
जी
ये है कि हमारी 1 आवर की क्लास है और जूम पर 40 मिनट्स की लिमिट होती है. तो अगर हम
जी जी.
गूगल मीट पर शिफ्ट करें तो वो ज्यादा बेटर है.
रात किस टाइम मिस?
नहीं नहीं, मैंने कहा कि हम नेक्स्ट जो हमारी क्लास होगी वो हम गूगल मीट पर ले लेंगे.
हाँ, ओके ओके ओके.
उस पर भी वो 40 मिनट्स की लिमिट नहीं है.
चले मैं उसके लिए भी कुछ इस तरह की एप्लीकेशन डाउनलोड करनी पड़ेगी?
नहीं, वो उस पर ही है. आप आज इस क्लास के बाद उसको ट्राई कर लीजिएगा. गूगल जो क्रोम है उस पे ही आ जाता है. मैं आपके साथ क्लास के बाद एक लिंक शेयर कर लूंगी टेस्ट के लिए. आप उस पर क्लिक करके देखिएगा कि आपका वो ओपन हो रहा है या नहीं.
चलें, सही है. आप प्लीज वो लिंक शेयर कर दीजिएगा, मैं उसको भी चेक कर लूंगा.
चलिए ठीक है.
जी.
ओके तो इंट्रोड्यूस योरसेल्फ.
My name is Hafizur Rahman, and I am actually belongs to from Lahore, and I have done BSc Engineering and Electrical from the University of Lahore,
ओके.
and currently I am working here in Tabuk as an electrical design engineer.
इन विच कंट्री?
Saudi Arabia, Tabuk.
ओके ओके. सो व्हाई यू आर planning to appear in IELTS?
Actually, my plan to move further in next in Europe, like Canada, like America.
All right.
So that's why I need IELTS. I talked to a lot of consultancies, and he asked me, "You must know IELTS is mandatory to
Exactly.
for immigration purposes."
Exactly. If you are moving to like Canada, okay, yes, IELTS is fine.
Yes, miss.
So, you will go for a job purpose or a business purpose, then you need general IELTS.
Yes, miss.
Okay, so please let me know what is your current English level. Like, what about
Uh,
your writing?
current.
What about your reading skills, listening? Of course, I will evaluate you as well, but I'm just asking you in this introduction class to just I have just little idea about you.
Mm, uh, Actually, before this one, I didn't evaluate to me
Okay,
regarding these topics.
okay,
But as you know, just we have study in our university,
exactly.
and after that, our totally environment is is Urdu.
Yes, exactly. Then but you must have your some reading skills, writing skills, because of course, when you were in your university, you performed your exams as well, and you wrote your exams. So
Mm.
you have some idea about writing skills and reading skills as well, listening, speaking skills. But of course, IELTS is quite difficult for some students, or it's quite, you can say,
Mm.
change.
Actually, my plan start from 5 years back, but
Okay,
I always when I was think about IELTS, I was fear I am not able to do. But now I make a plan. First of all, I make a proper preparation and then appear in the exams.
Okay, just keep this thing in your mind that there's nothing you can't do. You can do
Yes,
everything.
yes, yes,
Everything
yes.
needs practice, struggle. So you just have to prepare for it and you will be able to
Mm.
do it.
Yes, miss.
Okay, so today's class, I have designed this class for just an introduction. We will just familiarize ourselves with the format of exam, with
Mm-hmm.
all four modules of exam, and then we will properly start from our first module tomorrow. And as far as our teaching methodology is concerned, we will do both in-class practices. I will give you homeworks as well, and we will do a lot of practices as well.
Okay. And any other student have just still
No,
I'm
right now we are having just one student. We have other students as well, but their timings are quite different. So
mm,
that's why in this class right now it's just you.
okay. Actually, here in Tabuk, in my office timing is from 9 o'clock to 1:30,
Okay.
1:30 p.m. Because my time split in two shifts. So now after five, my second shift started from 5 o'clock to 9 o'clock at night, and
You are free at this time.
the time difference between Pakistan and here is 2 hours difference.
Yes, yes.
So here is almost 3:50 p.m. now.
Okay, so our class is scheduled from 5:30 to 6:30. I think that's fine for you.
Yes, this is more convenient for
Okay,
me.
so this is convenient for you.
Yes, yes,
Okay,
miss.
let's move to our introductory class, to the format of exam, to the format of IELTS, all four modules. We'll just discuss today. Okay, let me share
Okay,
my screen with you.
okay, miss.
Please feel free to ask wherever you think that something is not clear, or you can ask anytime.
Okay,
Is my screen
okay.
visible to you?
Yes, miss.
All right. Okay, so I have designed these slides for both academic and general, as other students are doing academic IELTS. So I have made these slides for both.
Right.
Okay, so the topic of today's class is Introduction to IELTS. We will discuss its all modules, and then before starting our preparation, we're supposed to familiarize ourselves with IELTS exam format. Okay, so
Mhm.
basically, whenever you ask any consultant, any teacher, they all design IELTS classes for 6 weeks. But I have designed
Okay.
it for 8 weeks. But of course, it's not about what we have designed. We can do it in 6 weeks as well. We will we will track our progress, and we will decide accordingly. But the
Okay.
reason of telling you is that 6 weeks is minimum, and 8 weeks are maximum.
Okay, miss.
Okay, so initially I have allotted uh, 2 weeks per module.
Hmm.
So this is an IELTS overview. We have four modules in this exam: writing, reading, listening, speaking. So after the preparation, whenever you are going to apply for IELTS, you will have these four modules, and your speaking test will be held separately, and your writing, reading, and listening test will be held on same day.
Okay.
So it can be speaking test can be later, or it can be prior to your all other three modules, but it depends. Okay, so with
Yep.
you, I won't talk about academic writing. We will just talk about general IELTS. So the first difference between general IELTS and academic IELTS is that the difference lies in two modules only: writing and reading. There's no difference between speaking and listening. Okay, so this is the first
Okay.
difference that you have to keep in your mind. Okay.
Speaking and listening having same, right?
Yes, speaking and listening are same, but writing and the difference lies only in the topics and somehow format, but mostly in topic.
Right,
Okay,
miss.
so if we talk about our first module, that is writing module in general IELTS, we are given two tasks, task one and task two. So this exam is the complete writing exam is about 60 minutes. 20 minutes are
Mm-hmm.
allotted to task one and 40 minutes are for task two. So task one is a short task and task two is a long task. Okay, so in
Mm-hmm.
general IELTS, task one will be about letter writing. It can be any formal letter. It can be any informal letter. So what
Mm-hmm.
what is that you are given a statement, a letter in which you have to write your response in the form of a letter. The statement can be
Okay.
formal, it can be informal. I will show you some papers as well, so you will have a better idea about all these formats, different formats.
Okay.
So you have to write letter either
Uh,
formal or informal in 150 to 250 words. 250 words are max. Don't try to exceed this word count. And when you practice this, you will practice it that you can do it in this word limit. And the time limit is 20 minutes for it. Yes, what you want to say?
uh, Letter writing, you mean to say like, for example, say he give me a one topic and I should need to write.
Yes,
Uh,
you have to submit as a response. Like they can give you any problem, any statement, and you have to write a response in the format of a letter. I will
mm-hmm.
show you questions.
Okay.
Okay, so the task one is about letter writing. Is it clear?
Yes, miss.
Okay. Task two is about it's about your point of view, your point of argument. You can be provided with any topic in which they want to have your point of view, they want to have your argument, your problem, and the topic can be of any general interest, and you have to write.
That. Mm.
I will let you know about topics. And
Okay.
in task two, you are supposed to write 300 words, 250 to 300 max. And when we start our writing module, I will probably teach you how to format your essays, how to format your tasks, all two writing tasks, how to write, how to start, what is the middle, what is the structure. So I will teach you everything about it.
Okay, miss.
Okay, so whenever we have whenever we are going to have an exam, there's some assessment criteria, like on which criteria we will be examined. So whenever the task, one assessment criteria is task achievement. Task achievement means like how far you have achieved achieved the statement, like how far you have achieved the task that they have provided you. Like you are given with a problem and you have to respond in term of letter. So this, they will know how far you have achieved it. Like is it all the information is provided and everything else. Then we have in task 2, task achievement is replaced by task response. Now task response means if you are given one topic and they are asking your opinion, they will judge you, they will assess you that how far, what is your response, what you have added, what is the contribution of knowledge you are doing. And the first difference between task 1 and task 2 is that in task 1 you are not supposed to write in like essay format, it's just a letter format, and in task 2 it will be an essay format for you.
Okay.
Okay, then coherence and cohesion. Cohesion means like you have your proper structure, syntax like sentence structure. you are using proper grammar, and everything, like your sentences are in proper structure. And coherence means your there should be a link between your ideas. Like if you are writing about one topic, you are presenting your ideas. So coherence means your ideas should be linked with each other. And we will learn how to do coherence between your ideas.
Okay.
Okay, then we have lexical resources. Lexical resources mean how rich your vocabulary is. How rich your vocabulary is. You know that we don't use basic vocabulary while doing IELTS. We have to use advanced vocabulary. I will share all sheets with you, all vocabulary sheets with you. And so you
Okay.
can check them and you can then use in your writing. And then we have grammatical range and accuracy. That means your grammar should be perfect. It should be
Mm.
perfect. Okay, so this is all
I
about.
have a question, Miss.
Yes, please.
Can you, in this our course, can you cover that? Like, for example, to say, uh, we, for example, it's about me. We didn't follow the proper grammar.
Please
Uh,
ask again.
you didn't listen to me.
Yes, yes, sorry. Please ask again.
My question is that it's about me. I'm not well known about the grammar,
Exactly.
and even I don't know about the tenses. So this is the part of our course. We covered these all the things.
Okay, so what we will do is that we will take grammar side by side. You don't need to first learn it, but as far as tenses are concerned, you can say that we can take one class for tenses. So you will have idea, but we cannot allot so much classes to only tenses. Otherwise, we will miss these all modules.
Okay,
Don't
okay,
worry, I will teach you tenses as well if you don't know about it.
okay, Miss. Thank you so much. Thank you.
No, no problem. Because if you don't know tenses, then how you will do your writing paper, and how you will even do your speaking and your listening? You won't understand anything. So the
Okay,
tenses are, you can say, the prerequisite of this course. Okay, now let me show you general writing task paper, all two tasks. So you will have some idea about it. Like we have talked about all two tasks, so you should know what about them. So we're talking about generalites. Dynamic writing task two. This is general. So this is your general writing paper. You will be given two tasks that we just talked about. This is writing task one. You should spend about 20 minutes on this task.
okay,
So the question is given, or you can say the statement is given. You live in a room. I told you that you will be given with some, you will be given some problem and you have to respond it. Okay, so the statement is you live in a room in college where you share with another student. However, there are many problems with this arrangement and you find it very difficult to work. So this is a statement like you are living in a college room, in a room in
mhm,
college, like in hostel, and you are sharing it with other students, but you have some problems with the arrangement and you are not able to work there. So this is the statement. Now, what they
okay,
are asking you is that write a letter to the accommodation officer at the college. So you are supposed to write a letter to the accommodation officer, a person who is handling all the accommodation issues, all the accommodation arrangements. You have to write a letter, and then they have presented you with some points. Like you can, this is quite helpful for those who are performing that exam. Like they are given these points, so whenever you start writing, you will keep these points in your mind. So in the letter, describe the situation explain your problems and why it is difficult to work. So first of all, what you will do is that you will not first of all you will not first of all like will start asking about new accommodation. First you will describe your situation, like what is your situation in that hostel,
Mhm.
and then you will describe, explain your problems, what is problem and why you are writing this letter to that officer, why
Mhm.
it is difficult for you to work there. So first of all you will describe the situation. The situation is that you are living in that room, you are sharing it with another student, and then when you will explain your problem, you will mention all the arrangement issues and all the work issues you are having. Then the third point
Okay.
is say what kind of accommodation you would prefer. Okay, so in the last, then you will write what kind of accommodation you need or you will prefer. इसको हम
Okay.
डिटेल में भी डिस्कस करेंगे जिस तरह ही हम पढ़ना इसको राइटिंग का मॉड्यूल को हम स्टार्ट करेंगे, वो आप बिल्कुल भी अभी आपको ये डिफिकल्ट लग रहा होगा, आप बिल्कुल भी इसको परेशान नहीं होना आपने इसको देखकर। इसको हम डिटेल में देखेंगे कि किस तरह से आपने स्टार्ट करना है, लेकिन अब सबसे पहली बात की उससे पहले सबसे ज्यादा आपके लिए जरूरी है टेंसेस।
Mhm.
ठीक है। Okay, so
Okay,
write
miss.
at least 150 words. You do not need to write any address. So you will just start with statement and dear sir,
Mhm.
ma'am. Okay, you won't write like what we used to do in our school and college letters. We won't write it. So you will begin with dear sir or madam.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so this is about task one. I will share vocabulary with you. I will share vocabulary list with you. So you will know that, and I will share everything that is necessary for it. Okay, first let's
Yes, miss.
know that what is your desired band. Then I will share
Sorry.
material accordingly. What is your desired band?
डिजायर बैंड मतलब जितना भी ज्यादा आ जाएगा वो उतना ही ज्यादा मेरे लिए मतलब हेल्पफुल होगा. 7 7 प्लस समथिंग लाइक दैट.
Okay,
7 to 8.
all right. Okay, yes. This is second example, second sample for writing task one. Here read the sample. Your local public library wants to make improvements to their services and facilities. In order to get ideas from the public, they have asked library users to send them suggestions in writing. So in this letter, you are supposed to write suggestions for a public library because they asked you to write it. So what you will do that, write a letter to the librarian. In your letter, describe what you like about the library. So again, you won't start writing about suggestions. You just have to set ground for your writing, ground for your suggestions. So first keep this, whenever you are writing, keep this thing in your mind that you won't just start writing about it. You have to create some ground for it, you have to create some foundation for it.
Mm-hmm.
So what you will first do is that describe what you like about the library. Then say what you don't like. Okay, so this is what you like and this is what you don't like. And then you will make suggestions for improvements. And
ओके.
again, it's
मिस एक चीज मैं पूछना चाह रहा था.
keep pushing.
जिस तरह से ये अभी 3 पॉइंट्स लिखे हैं यहाँ पे पैराग्राफ के ऊपर,
जी
तो जो जब आइट्स का होगा एग्जाम तो वहां पे भी कुछ यूं मेंशन होंगे 3 पॉइंट्स के
ये
या?
ये आपको मैं एक्चुअल पेपर ही दिखा रही हूँ।
हाँ. ओके.
ये मैं आपको पेपर दिखा रही हूँ।
ओके. ओके.
Okay, so it was all about task one. Now let's move to task two. In this task, you will be given 40 minutes to complete this task, and you have to write about topic. And as I told you that it will be your argument based or your experience based, anything like you can contribute from your side. So the statement is in Britain, when someone gets old, they often go to live in a home with other old people where there are nurses to look after them. Sometimes the government has to pay for this care. What do you think should pay for this care? But who do you think should pay for this care, the government or the family? So they have given you some situation, like in Britain, when someone gets old, they have to go to old homes, but government pays for it. So they are asking your opinion. I told you this second task is all about your opinion. You
Mm-hmm.
you should bring real life examples to it. You should contribute your knowledge to it. So
Mm-hmm.
they are asking your opinion, like who do you think should pay for this care, the government or the family? Okay, so now what they have written in the last, that give reasons for your answer and include any relevant example from your own knowledge experience. Then this is what I am talking about. Like you have to bring real life examples, and don't worry if you don't have an example, just bring them. They won't ask you about if it is fake or real. No, they won't ask. But the thing is
Mm-hmm.
that you have to create your content. You have your content to write there.
Mm-hmm.
So this is second example. Shopping is becoming more and
But
more popular.
if for example, to say, if I share his my experience and I write some kind of negative the things there, so maybe this is the negative impact on his my exam, right?
No, just listen. They are asking your opinion, and they are in this particular topic. There's nothing about negative and positive. It's they are just asking about who is supposed to pay, either a government or a family. So whenever you are given a statement and they have when they ask you about your opinion, you can respond with three things. Like you can be a proponent, you can be a opponent, or you can be a neutral. Yes, you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
But then,
Okay.
whatever you are writing, you have to support your claims with your you can say supporting details.
Okay, miss.
Okay, so this is second sample. Shopping is becoming more and more popular as a leisure activity. However, some people feel that this has both positive and negative effects. This is what we are talking about. So why is shopping so popular? What effect does its increase in popularity have on individuals and the society? So why it is popular, you have to present with your opinion, like why it is popular and what is its effect on individuals as well as on society.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so today my plan was to discuss all four modules formats, but we can also plan differently. Like what we can do is that we have just discussed writing task one, and now we can discuss some writing details, or you are just want to familiarize yourself with other modules as well.
Okay.
What do you say?
uh, I want first, for example, to say if we start writing and then first we complete this
Then
one.
we will familiarize with other modules.
Yes, yes, because if we start two modules at a time, maybe
No, no,
it will
I'm not
be
talking about starting two modules at once. I'm just talking about the exam format. Like you want to learn or you want to read all this exam format today or later in their respective weeks.
okay, miss, later, no problem.
ठीक है, मतलब कि अगर आपने ये एग्जाम, मेरा जो आज का प्लान था वो ये था कि जो आज जितने भी इसमें मॉड्यूल्स हैं, हम इसके एग्जाम फॉर्मेट को आज देखेंगे. तो अगर आप
Mm-hmm.
जैसे राइटिंग का हमने फॉर्मेट देख लिया, तो हम आगे मजीद राइटिंग को कुछ डिस्कस करें, या बाकी भी एक ओवरव्यू आपने लेना है पूरे आइल्स के सब मॉड्यूल्स का, अभी बाकी एग्जाम्स का भी जैसे राइटिंग का किया.
नहीं, आप ओवरव्यू आप दे दें, और दूसरा ये कि ये स्लाइड्स मेरे साथ आप शेयर कर देंगे ताकि
जी
मैं
जी
इसको फिर,
बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल कर दूंगी.
बस ठीक है, फिर आप ओवरव्यू कर दें कंप्लीट आज.
ओके.
अ,
ओके. ओके, वी हैव टू start new meeting. Okay, after 5 minutes
यस.
start new meeting because we have 40 minutes limit. I will share new link with you as well after 5 minutes. Okay, so if
ओके।
we talk about, sorry,
नहीं, अगर आज का इतना ही टाइम था तो फिर मुझे कोई इशू नहीं है, फिर हम कल मतलब दोबारा कर लेंगे
लेकिन
अगर
टाइम तो
आप।
6:30 तक है, 15 मिनट्स आर लेफ्ट। लेकिन जो
चले,
हमारे
सही है
जो इस मीटिंग
इसको।
का टाइम है ना,
हम्म।
तो वो 5 मिनट्स रह गया है, तो हमें न्यू मीटिंग स्टार्ट करनी है।
नहीं मिस, फिर आप इस तरह करें, जो आपका टाइम है ना वो उसी पे हम रहेंगे। कल से मैं थोड़ा, क्योंकि आज 10-15 मिनट मेरे वो ज़ाया भी हुए हैं, तो कल जो है फिर हम दोबारा से स्टार्ट करें।
चलें ठीक है, फिर आप गूगल मीट को टेस्ट कर लेंगे, मैं आपके साथ लिंक शेयर करके देख लूंगी।
जी
तो
जी।
वैसे वो इजी रहेगा क्योंकि उस पर लिमिट नहीं है, तो हम अपनी आराम से फिर 1 घंटे की क्लास ले सकेंगे, 40 मिनट्स बहुत कम है।
ठीक है, आप वो भी मेरे साथ शेयर कर दें, क्योंकि ये मेरे लिए तो फर्स्ट एक्सपीरियंस था, इसलिए ज़रा मुझे
ओके।
सडनली।
ओके।
ओके।
Okay, so we have 7-8 minutes. We can discuss other papers as well. So
ओके।
in reading, we are given with three different passages, and we will have
ओके।
60 minutes, like 20 minutes each passage, and we are given
हम्म
these kind of you can say options. Either we are supposed to complete sentence, either we are supposed to write short answer questions. It can be
हम्म
a table flowchart completion. It can be a matching classification, and you can be presented with a diagram where you have to label a diagram. Then you can present it with a paragraph, and you have to find its heading, like what should be a possible heading of that paragraph.
हम्म
Then you are given with the paragraphs, and you have to find some information on that paragraphs. Uh, then you can be asked to summary completion, then true or
हम्म
false, and not given. We will discuss all these things in detail when we start our reading module. So don't just be worried about it. Then we can be given a multiple choice, pick from a list in global multiple choices. The 16th option is only for academic, IELTS academic. Okay, so what we will do is that these three passages, question 1 and
हम्म
13, are based on passage 1. Okay, in general exam, writing exam, in the
हम्म
first instead of passage, we will have three different passages. Like in first passage, we will again have three different passages, three different topics, you can say. So question 1 and 13 will be based on those three passages.
हम्म
And then question 14 to 26 are based on passage 2, and question 27 to 40 are based on passage 3. And they can be of any general topic. We will practice.
ओके।
Okay, then we have listening. So listening and speaking are same. So
हम्म
what we are supposed to do is that we are be given 30 minutes audio. We have to listen to it. There will be four parts of this 30 minutes audio, and will be total 40 questions. So part one
ओके।
will be about two people talking, like it's a conversation of two people. It can be everyday conversation. It can be any meeting between two friends, or it can be any formal discussion as well. So like part one will be, you can say, discussion between two people. So
ओके।
you will be presented with this audio, and you will listen to it and answer those questions. Then in part two, we will have one person talking. You can say it can be a speech in a social situation, or it can be any talk like explaining membership at a local gym, anything like a single person is doing.
हम्म
Okay, then part three, we have multiple people talking. Like it can be minimum two, maximum four, like in a training or an educational situation, training workshop, seminar, it can be anything.
यस।
Okay, then part four is about like more of an academic setting where one person is giving a talk or presenting in an academic setting. like a university professor, anything. Okay, so the questions we will be given in listening exam can be of multiple choice. It can be
Mm-hmm.
method questions. It can be form completion, note completion, and sentence completion, short answer question, summary completion. So it can be any of these 7 questions. After listening to the audios, listen to you have to answer these questions.
Okay.
If 4 minutes are left, I hope we will done with this speaking as well. Okay, then we have speaking module, and this test will be taken separately. You have 3 parts in your speaking test. In first part, there will be a 5 to 7 questions on 3 different topics, and we will practice those topics as well. And the duration of part 1 will be 4 to 5 questions, and it is mostly about, you can say, introduction, or we will discuss these topics. We'll practice these topics.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Okay, miss.
part two, there will be a one descriptive question. You will be given a one topic, and then what you will do is that you will take 1 minute for your note taking, like you will make your outline, like what you are going to say in those next 2 minutes, or what you are going to say about this topic. Okay, so 1 minute is for note taking, and for the next 2 minutes, you have to speak about that. And you won't stop until or unless your examiner stop you.
Okay.
And part three will be based on 5 to 6 questions, and these questions will be based on the topic you have been talked about in part 2. So whatever you talked about in part 2, all the questions of part 6 will be based on it.
Sorry, miss, please repeat this one.
You know that in part 2 you are given with one topic, and you have to speak for 2 minutes.
Yes, yes, yes.
And whatever your content will be, part 3 will be based on part 2 topic.
Ah, okay,
Response of
okay.
part 2. Like it can be,
Okay.
you can say it can be a cross questioning. Like what you have just said, your examiner will ask you 5 to 6 questions based on that part 2.
Hmm.
All right.
Okay.
So it's all about format of IELTS exam. अब कल से पहले टेंसेस से हमें स्टार्ट करना पड़ेगा. What about grammar?
एक्चुअली मिस मेरा जो डिग्री सेशन था वो 2010 से 2014 था।
ठीक है.
उसके बाद सो ऑन जो है वो मैं समझ ली एक तरह एजुकेशन से बिल्कुल भी रिलेटेड नहीं हूँ। उसके बाद मैं अबू धाबी काम करता रहा हूँ, फिर मैं यहाँ पे आ गया हूँ। तो
ठीक है.
जो मुझे कुछ आता भी था तो वो समझ लेंगे एक तरह वो सब कुछ भूल चुका हूँ।
चलिए ठीक है, फिर इसके लिए ये है कि आपको ज्यादा मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी, क्योंकि ये जो कोर्स है वो मैक्सिमम 8 वीक्स पे होगा. तो वैसे तो 6 वीक्स
हम्म।
का होता है, लेकिन मैंने इसको 8 वीक्स का ही रखा है. तो
हम्म।
देखते हैं, आप पहले आई इसको टेंसेस को देख लेते हैं. ये है कि फिर टेंसेस के साथ
ओके।
साथ हम राइटिंग स्ट्रक्चर कवर कर लेंगे, ताकि टाइम वेस्ट ना हो.
ठीक है, मैं अपने तौर पे भी जो है वो मतलब साथ साथ जो है वो इससे रिलेटेड जो है वो मैं स्टडी करता रहूँगा इंशाल्लाह।
चले, अब ये मीटिंग खत्म होने वाली है, इसकी लिमिट है तो.
चलें। थैंक यू सो मच। थैंक यू सो मच मिस। टेक केयर।